Check out BigBadToyStore.com for this and other great toys. Look at me, I'm Bumblebee. Look at me, I'm the leader, and I got a big sword. Go taught me how to do that.
Hey, what's up, YouTube land? Mgo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Transformers Robots in Disguise Warrior Class Bumblebee. So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So here it is, you got Bumblebee looking all like, I'm a big kid now, Robots in Disguise Transformers, Alt Mode Bumblebee. On the back of the box, you have your obligatory product shot as well as your instructions, 7 steps. And if you have the app, you can scan the toy, unlock goodies in the game. And one cool thing that I found out also is if you scan this symbol, this will also unlock goodies in the game, which is pretty cool. So there you have that. Fun to be had by all on your mobile device. But here we have Bumblebee, and guess what? He's a yellow and black car. My mind is blown. And apparently Bumblebee is the leader in this series. Well, since this is a continuation of Prime, if you saw the end of Prime, you know that Prime's not around anymore. So yeah, Bumblebee is the leader. He's the big bot now. And here he is in his usual yellow and black sports car mode. And it looks good. It's very nice. I mean, it's very blocky, very angular, but looks pretty cool. Got the headlights there picked out in blue, nice transparent windshields. And yeah, it's a Bumblebee. It's a Bumblebee. Again, not a lot of paint apps on it, but, you know, it is what it is. The underside, not a lot of robot stuff on the side. You can pretty much tell these are his legs, but it's still pretty well concealed for the most part. But yeah, very cool. Rolls, as rolling things should. Yay! So there you have that. For comparison, here he is with Generations Bumblebee. You can see they scale basically the same length. So there you have that. And here he is with Beast Hunter's Bumble Rage, or Murder Bee, whatever you want to call him. So you can see, I'm going to raise it up a little bit to make it even. There you go. A little bit longer than Bumble Rage. So there you have that. And here he is with the rest of Wave 1 of Robots in Disguise. Here is Steeljaw, and here is Strongarm, and here is Grimlock. So there we got the whole first wave here. Actually, put her right there since she's the biggest. There we go. And you can basically see how the whole first wave scales with each other. So, there you have that. So, we'll take these off to the side. He does come with an accessory. He comes with a sword. A nice transparent blue sword. I don't know if this is supposed to be a Star Saber or what. Don't know. Who knows? But hey, we'll see. Maybe, you know, I don't know. Maybe he inherits it somehow. I don't know, but from what we've seen in the previews, you know, Prime like appears to Bumblebee in like visions or whatever. We don't know how things are going to play out until the show starts, but yeah. He has a nice sword here. And there is storage for it. There are these two tabs right here, 2 angled tabs, and they will fit into these 2 angled slots right there in the sword. And just tab it in, and voila, there's your storage in vehicle mode. It doesn't hinder anything, it still rolls just fine. So, there you have that. So, let's get down to the transformation, shall we? Let's just remove the sword, put that off to the side. And as usual, transformation is pretty simple. You're going to come right in here, and you're going to untab these doors, bring them out, and you will bring this whole assembly downward like that, and get that out of the way. You're going to come up top here, take this whole roof assembly here, untab it. It tabs in right there. It'll just slot in right underneath this panel right here. Just take this, it's on a double hinge, just bring it down like that. And then you will split the legs, set down the feet, and you will come here, raise up his arms like that, rotate the waist 180, and then you're going to take this whole assembly here. Now these door wings can be angled however you want. They're actually on a little ratchety joint. You can angle them however you want. You're just going to bring it up, and these two tabs will end up slotting in right there in his back. So bring that up right there. And you're going to take this piece right here, just bring it up. It's on a double hinge. And there are actually slots right here where these will go. So it's a nice little spot for it. Right there. Bring it right behind his head. And again, you can angle these little door wings wherever you wish. Bring the shoulders up. Make sure these are all the way down, and there you go. That's it. There is Bumblebee in his robot mode. It's a cool looking robot mode. He does suffer from the same problem that Steeljaw suffers from. He could really use heel spurs, and unfortunately these don't really come down far enough to serve as heel spurs. That's just so yeah, it's a little bit tricky to get him to stand. It's doable, but there you go. You see, he's leaning forward a little bit. He's kind of doing the Michael Jackson lean a little bit there. It's just it's a little bit disappointing. Again, just, you know, heel spurs, or maybe even just have these come down far enough to serve as heel spurs, because they don't. They're just short enough that they don't touch the surface, unfortunately. So that's a bummer. And his feet are molded, so he has to stand in that A stance, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that. But there we go. You're going to have to just bring his knees back all the way, really, to get him to stand. Kinda. There we go. But there he is. And it is a cool design, though. I do like the new look of Bumblebee. I think it's pretty cool. Getting close here on his head sculpt. He's smiling. He's happy. He's a leader now. Wouldn't you be happy? Yeah, of course you would be. Nice blue eyes, nice silver paint there on the face. And, yeah, I mean, it's a nice design. I do like it. I dig it quite a bit. I mean, you know, again, it's just a typical yellow and black Bumblebee, but it still looks pretty cool. All the junk behind his legs, I mean, they could have done something else with that. But, again, for the sake of simplification, this is what it ended up being. Oh, well. No point in raging about it, people, even though you will anyway. But, hey. So there you have Bumblebee. Articulation-wise, his head is on a ball joint, so you can wiggle and waggle and be like, yeah, I'm the leader. What you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do? The shoulders are on a ball joint. Well, they're on a ball joint connection right here. And they're on a hinge, an outward hinge. So, he can move his arm outward, but as you can see, it looks kind of weird because he does have a lot of stuff on his shoulder here, so he can kind of hit himself in the head with his own shoulder. Your arms can do a full 360 if you move the door wing out of the way. He does have a bicep swivel. He does have an elbow joint, nothing at the wrist. He does have a waist joint. The hips can go forward, they can go back, they can go in and out. You got a thigh swivel. Due to all this junk behind his legs, that's as far as he can bend his knee, because all this just gets in the way, unfortunately. That's all the knee bend you're going to get. And you can wiggle his toes up and down. And that's all the articulation you got in this mode. We can get him to stand. Come on, Bumblebee. Stand for me, buddy. Stand for me. You're the leader. You must stand for us all. And that wheel loves to pop off. I got a loose wheel on mine. He doesn't like to stand. There we go. And of course he can hold his sword. Right there. His sword of Bumblemiss Prime. I don't know. His Bumblemiss sword. I don't know what to call it. That might be a good name. The Bumblemiss sword. Come on! I need to copyright that stat. But, there you go. And one thing that is cool, I put this picture on Twitter just because I liked it. He can totally, if I can do this, Watch, I won't be able to do it on camera. Because, you know. There we go. Aha! He can totally strike the Optimus Prime Age of Extinction movie pose. And that wheel popped off again. How dare you! There we go. He can totally strike the movie poster pose. Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! Yes. Bumblebee Prime. Age of Extinction. There we go. So, I'm going to leave him like that for the rest of the review. So there you go. Now for comparison. Here he is with Generations Bumblebee. You can see how they scale. It's a bit shorter, maybe like half a head, maybe. Half a head or a head shorter. Then Generations Bumblebee. And here he is with Beast Hunters Bumble Rage. So you can see only about a tad shorter than Bumble Rage. And the usual, here's Generation Starscream. Again, just a little bit shorter. And here he is with the cast so far. Here he is with Steeljaw, with Strong Arm, and with Grimlock. So there you got the whole first wave of Warrior class figures for robots in disguise. My overall impression of this first wave, I think the toys are fun. That's just me. I mean, I know a lot of people are raging, why are they making them so simple? I personally don't mind it. Me personally, and I'm speaking for myself, I find them to be a lot more playable because they're simple. You know, I like the fact that I can just flip them back and forth from mode to mode with very little effort. For me personally, I think this is a bonus. The figures do suffer a bit because of that. Like, you know, some things could have been handled better, yes. But for the most part, I like them because I find them to be a lot more playable. For me personally. Again, I'm only speaking for myself. Oh, I forgot to flip this down. Somebody in the comments section was going to call me out on that. You forgot to flip it. That's what I hear when I read the comments section. Anyway. But, yeah, I mean, I know that looking at this, it enrages some people. The comments section for the past 3 reviews have been both hilarious and terrifying at the same time, because I still cannot wrap my head around why people are getting so mad about this, because at the end of the day, people, they're just toys. It's not that serious. They're just toys. I don't take this that seriously, and this is my job, you know, like, I don't know why people are getting so nerd, and, you know, like, people are just getting on their soapboxes and nerd, Hasbro is the devil, you know, to me, I don't take it that seriously. They're toys, and like I said, I find these to be a lot more fun because of the simplification of them. Again, it's not for everybody. I understand that. I understand this does not appeal to everybody. I get it. I'm only speaking for myself. Me personally, like I said, I think these toys are, you know, the simplification, I think, at least has increased the enjoyment of messing around with them for me personally. If it doesn't for you, if you prefer them to be Revenge of the Fallen Leader Prime complex, hey, great, you know, but for me, I personally like that I can just kind of take them off the shelf and just boom, 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 and it's done, and boom, 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 and it's back, and I can play with them easily without too much thoughts, you know? Maybe I'm just dumb, I don't know, but hey, to each his own, to each his own, that's what I was trying to say, to each his own. Your opinion is your opinion, and you are entitled to it, good viewer. And it's getting to where I am unable to form sentences anymore, so I'm going to wrap this up as quickly as possible. But, as far as Bumblebee is concerned, I like the new design. The toy's pretty cool. The only real major flaw is he could have used heel spurs. That's the only real qualm I have with this figure. He needs some heel spurs. But other than that, he's a pretty neat figure. I dig him. I dig him very, very much. So, I think that's pretty much it. So don't forget to check out M Games, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the Transformers Robots in Disguise, Warrior Class Bumblebee, and this is MGO saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, pull me in your bumble. Muss. My fellow comrades, I know things have been tough since Optimus has left us, but with me as your new leader, I can guarantee you, I can assure you, the Autobots will continue to prosper. Bumblebee. Huh? Bumblebee. What? It couldn't be. Oh, my Primus! Optimus, it's you! It's really you! Yes, Bumblebee. I have returned from the great beyond to give you a message. Oh, thank you. Thank you. What great wisdom do you have for me, sir? Don't mess up. What? Yeah. Don't mess it up. It'll make us all look bad. Just don't mess up. Later. What? That's it? Some advice. I never liked pizza bagels anyway.